Shalom. I'm Rabbi Nathan Davidovich speaking to you on behalf of the webyeshiva.org, speaking to you from Efrat, Israel. I apologize if you were trying to listen to me a few minutes ago. My internet dropped and we lost the connection. Hopefully that won't happen now. I'm going to be talking about this week's Torah reading, which is Parsha Terumah. And one very important part of it that teaches us how we can, by our actions, become a private sanctuary for God to dwell in. The Torah begins with the commandment to make an offering, to bring offerings to God, and the amount that it says to bring, it says all that a person's heart desires. In other words, what he thinks is fitting. And then it continues and it says, "V'asuli Mikdash b'shechanta b'socham." You should make a tabernacle, and I will dwell amongst you. Sorry, having the delay was an internet problem again. I apologize for it. I will dwell amongst you. And then a few sentences later, it says, it gives us the commandment to make the Aron, the ark that held the Torah. And it says, in the commandment of making the ark, it says, "Asu Aron," you plural, you as the entirety of the children of Israel should make this Aron to house the Torah, to house the tablets of the Torah, which are the guidepost to living life in this world. And the question is asked with regard to the making of the ark. Why does it give the command in plural, saying that you, all of you together, all of the children of Israel together should make it? V'asu Aron. Whereas in every other vessel of the sanctuary, it was said simply, you shall make, not in the plural. And the Ramban, the Nachmanides, says that one of the reasons for this is that the Torah is something that is the responsibility of every Jew, the responsibility to learn and to possess and to publicize. And he says, therefore, if we work together to build this, then we will merit to be able to learn and accept the Torah. And the commandment of building the Aron says that you shall, you should cover it from inside and out with pure gold. There's the Aron was made of wood, and then the pure gold would be on the inside and outside. And the question is, why are we commanded to make this of pure gold on the inside and the outside? And the Rabbeinu Bachai says that it teaches us that once you learn once you learn Torah and you're a Torah scholar, and not only a Torah scholar, but once you are somebody who people look up to, once you are a Jew whose job is to spread the light of the Torah to the world, you have to be the same inside and out. The Torah is sometimes compared to glass, because glass is transparent. You can see through it. What you portray to the world as a Jew must be what you really are. You can't have hidden feelings inside and give a false impression to the world. The Torah teaches us that we clothe ourselves in righteousness. And the Torah teaches, the Talmud teaches that anybody who is not as pure without and as within, or within as without, is not a true Torah scholar. Now, how do we become this Mikdash Maat, this small sanctuary, a place for God to dwell in? Well, the first, there's three different ways of interpreting the concept of the Mikdash, of the tabernacle. The first was the actual Mikdash, the actual tabernacle which was made in the desert. It was a place for God to dwell in, and the presence of God to be there, and everybody could feel it. And the second, which I refer to as a Mikdash Ma'at, a personal sanctuary, is to make yourself, by your actions, into that sanctuary. What actions? It's referenced by the first sentence of the Torah, the second sentence of this Parsha, that says, you should bring an offering, kol nadiv libo, those things that are most precious to you, the desires of your heart, those things that are most precious, you should be able to give to God as an offering. You should take the most important things in your life and sublimate them to the service of God. Sublimate them to serving, to doing good to others, to fulfilling what the Torah wants. And the third, and this is explained by the Davidovich Rabbi, he says the third reference to a tabernacle is the tabernacle, the personal tabernacle that we Jews make for the world. Because the job of the Jew is to be a light to the nations of the world, to bring the nations of the world to a understanding that God, as the creator of the world, wants everybody to live a life of love and harmony and togetherness, and a life free of hate and free of doing things that are contrary to the will of God. That is how we make ourselves a Mikdash Ma'at. But to do it, we have to be sincere. And the Talmud tells us, Dvorim hayotzim mehalev nichnasim belev, things that come from the heart go into somebody else's heart. That's sincerity. If you sincerely spread the message of God and are pure from within and without, not saying one thing and meaning another, not having a hidden agenda, but being transparent, that's what God wants from us. And if we do that, then we can certainly make ourselves into a Mikdash Ma'at, a tabernacle within us that is fitting for God to reside in. And if we do that also, we will then be able to spread the light of God to the world, which is the job of the Jewish people, to be a light unto the nations. There is so much darkness in the world. The light is found in the presence of God, and that light will overcome all the darkness in the world if you simply look for the light. Thank you for listening on behalf of the webyeshiva.org. I wish everybody a Shabbat Shalom.